So hey, here we are. It's the end of December 2018. And wow, what a year it's been. Time sure does fly. You know, it's been 2 years since I started this adventure. Last year, the end of December 2017, I made a video just kind of showing where I started at in January of 2017 and showed where I'd come, how I trained, and just what the whole year held for me. So what has 2018 been to me? Looking back, here are some of the things that I remember most. It was in February that I got the chance to go down to Wister, Oklahoma, fly out of Heavener area, and it was my first time to get above the clouds. It was the most incredible, I can't describe it, the most incredible experience to go above the clouds for the first time. And they were thick, big clouds. I found a hole, went for it. It is the most beautiful place to be. And I found that when I fly, the place I want to be the most is above the clouds. It's just an incredible view, an incredible feeling. The air is so smooth. There's just really nothing like it. I spent March and April, of course we had a lot of rainy, if I remember, we had a lot of rainy days, but I spent March and April just trying to fly anytime the weather was good. Get my experience level in. You know, the more you fly, the more experience you get. Just from learning how to work the wing, launching, landing. I've now had a whole lot less failed launches than I did starting out. And it's just fine-tuning those skills. You know, moving on into May was incredible. I celebrated my 1-year anniversary flight, and it was right around that time, 1-year anniversary, I got above the clouds again, and just an incredible feeling. Those opportunities in paramotoring are rare because most of the time we're flying in the evening and at good weather, so the clouds dissipate, they begin to lift. So finding those days when you can get above the clouds, it just really makes for a special time. It was at the end of May, Memorial Weekend, that I finally got to take my 100th flight. Celebrated 100 launches, 100 landings. We got to do it with my friend Jason. All my friends were out, so lots of videos from different angles. It was just a good time. So it was also at the end of May that I took part in my very first fly-in. Jason and I packed up our equipment and drove to Fredonia, Kansas for the Endless Foot Drag. Now this was the first year the foot drag was in Fredonia, Kansas. And it was so cool to be there and see people like Kyle O and Tucker Gott, people that you've watched and admired, all come to one spot and fly together. It was also there at Fredonia, Kansas that I experienced my very first motor out situation. I had launched early in the morning, went way up above the low clouds, and I had a bolt come off my exhaust. It split the exhaust apart, damaged my prop a bit, but it was no worries because Kansas is flat and we were above an airport, so I had plenty of space on a runway to land.
Killed my engine. Something just shot out. Yeah, I saw it. I saw it go through the air. Alright, dude, I've killed my engine. Dude, I don't know what that was. Good sound.
It was then at the end of May and the beginning of June that an incredible opportunity was presented to me, one that would change the course of the rest of the year. I was offered the opportunity to go to Colombia to free fly. And so I bought an airplane ticket and I plunged in head first with a commitment to learning how to free fly. To do that, I had to buy a harness this summer, had to buy a Vario, a new helmet. You know, I had to get a new reserve for my harness. Just free flying in general is considerably different than paramotoring. And so I took the plunge, made the commitment, and I spent the remainder of 2018 learning how to free fly. I went with my instructor and those in the area down to Heavener, Oklahoma, and over on the Buffalo Mountains, and spent some time learning how to fly, launching, learning the thermals, You know, flying in the daytime with thermals is considerably different than flying with a motor. But wow, how incredible. Just to be up in the air, relaxed, there's no sound of a motor. It's just you and the thermals, and you're working the thermals to stay in the air as long as possible. It offered up a whole new challenge and a whole new experience, one that I'm super excited for. So this is me training for Columbia. It's June 30th, 2018, and on a training hill, practicing high wind launch. It's got to be 95 degrees out here. I'm hot, I'm tired, and high wind launch on top of a mountain is definitely not for faint of heart. Make you work out. Training's in progress. Columbia, I'm coming to you. 6 months.
There's a lull. Cam, let go. Head, let go.
Ready?
Go for it. Beautiful turn, run. Run. Hands up, run. Run. Hands up.
Woo! Let's go. Recording my first thermal. Woo! Yeah. I heard you. I'm moving forward now. Got my first thermal.
Jeff O'Brien from Fayetteville, coming in on final approach here at the Buffalo Mountain LZ in Oklahoma. We're at the end of September 2018, and it's cooling off around here. There we go. Good job.
So, January of 2019 is going to be the most epic time for me, I believe. I'm flying to Rodanillo, Colombia, where I'm going to take part in 10 days of just all-out, pig-out flying. Hey, if you've ever thought about doing this, man, now is the time. What are you waiting on? Come fly with me.